Hello everyone, welcome to Stamping Flare. My name is ROCHELLE'S and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Melbourne. Thank you for joining me today for my weekly creative escape. Each Wednesday night I host this, my Facebook Live, and I'm glad that you can join me. And tonight I've got a fun card to share with you using the This Birthday Piggy bundle. Just giving you a few secs to hop on, and if you can, please share this video. It would be helpful, and if there's anyone you know who would like to view some crafting and join in some crafting, I'd appreciate the share. Just give me a few secs. How has your day been and how has your week been? I'm on holidays at the moment and it's been a big week for me as I celebrated my birthday. So it's been fun and it's been nice to be able to get back to crafting and just winding down now and back into the swing of things with my work. So have you been following all my sketches? Coming to the latter end of that, so end of September, last few sketches to go. So today I haven't shared it yet, but this is part of my Sketchtember challenge, day 28 today, and our card will be focusing on that. And check out my blog post for that sketch. Newsletter subscribers will receive the tutorial, and I'm a bit behind because from last week I don't think I've sent that out yet, and it's just purely time got away from me, but that you will get that. So today is the This Birthday. We're sharing the This Birthday Piggy bundle. So the stamp set is in the annual catalogue. The dies are part of the sorry, you cannot see that. Partners promotion. Now that is only available. The dies are only available during September. So if they sell out, they sell out. But it's still there, and you can get the dies. They are really cute. You've got some add-ons which you can create like little scenes with for the piggies. So it is a good. We'll be using one of the dies today, but I just want to let you know that that's available. We've also had weekly deals every week during September. Now our last weekly deal ends tomorrow. There were some extra items in that deal, so if there were some items that you wanted to get in that, make sure you get that. Now my birthday hamper, which I was offering, there's a $200 hamper on offer, which you can go in the drawing for. So every $50 order or increment of, you will get your name in the drawing to go in that drawing, which I will draw on the 2nd of October. I've got lots of goodies there. It's all Stampin' Up product, and if you have placed an order with me, if it's a $100 order, you'll get 2 entries in that drawing. So make sure you get your name in there, and if you purchased a class, you will get your name in the drawing as well. So to our crafting today, I'll just turn the camera around, and you can get a better look at this stamp set. So it's just a fun stamp set. So first of all, I'm going to be using this little guy on his scooter, and it's got the inbuilt sentiment as well, so you don't really need to have a separate sentiment. I'm going to stamp the image in tuxedo black. Let me know. Hopefully that image is a bit clearer. Just ink that up well. My tuxedo probably needs a bit of a re-ink, so I'm just making sure it's inked up. And we're going to color this image with stamping blends. Now you can leave it, or you can color with watercolor pencils or whatever you like on this one. Let me bring that in a bit closer. So I've got a mixture of stamping blends. For the pig as such. I'm going to use the petal pink combo, and I've also got the light blends. Here we are. Just making sure everything's good. All right, just bear with me. I'm just making sure if you are commenting and if I'm missing any, I apologize. I will check on that later. And I just want to get to the coloring. So we have, I'm just using the light petal pink to color through. I am going through with, you can hear the kids in the background. Well, not kids. They're playing games. I know you can hear them. They're grown-ups. But they're playing video games, and I don't know whether you can hear it. But I can't really get to them to say, quieten down. So I'm using light, I think. Yes. I picked the light one. Giving it a very quick coloring. Easiest way is like circular strokes with your stamping blends. It tends to give you better blending. And so this would be, I would say, where the light's hitting it more. And then I'll go in with my darker blend just on this portion, which is under, so it's going to be a little bit darker. But there's no right or wrong. It's a cute pig, isn't it? Just fun. I mean, we'll say it's for children, but not necessarily. I'm sure it'll bring joy to anyone you give this card to. Now I'm going to bring this light. There's two in the combo, but I've just got the. I'll just tell you, it's SU 900. I think you can just use whatever you choose. I've missed one of his little hands there. And I'm kind of extending these lines so that gives you your shadow. And we'll go back over. And as the blend's dry, it'll blend better. Just going to blend that out. All right. So now the next thing I'm going to color is the scooter, and I'm going to use Parakeet Party. Now, I've picked some bright colors because it is a more fun. It's a fun card. So I'm picking some vibrant colors. I'm going with the light Parakeet Party. And I'll bring this. I'll just color that with the light one, and then we'll go with the dark. And again, where the bottom the light would be less, so that's where I'm going to bring in the darker color. All right, so it's a nice bright scooter. Now for got soy saffron for the lights and for some elements of this card. my soy saffron needs some what do I call there? I need some new soy saffron, so it you will find mine's a little bit light, but you'll get the color basically. My brush tip is not great because I've just used it so much, and my light's just the color's basically gone. But I didn't want the Daffodil Delight. I just wanted a bit of a lighter color so that Happy Birthday stood out. Next we have, I've got some grays here. We're gonna color those the tires or the wheels. So I've got grey granite and I've got smoky slate, the combo, and just the light grey granite. I just wanted to mix it up a bit. Hi Fiona, no worries, you can catch the replay. That's the good thing with uh, Facebook Lives. We can catch. Oh, see that did that before. I just give it a bit of a twist when it does do that. Sometimes it does that, and then it just works. And then if any of your friends don't have Facebook, which happens, and I put that on YouTube, and you will have that as well to access. So I'm going in with the dark for the center. Now the reason I chose another grey, it's just this is grey granite, and I'm just going over there just for some variation. You can you don't have to use grey. You can use make it really super bright. Doesn't matter. Could be a really fun scooter. What else have I got? We've got some red. I'll just use my imagination. And the seat. So this is real red. I've just gone with the light. You can add shading if you want. I didn't. I just kept it pretty simple. I'm going back with the light here. I've missed his little hoofs. So, okay. Now we'll use the soy saffron again just for the lights. Make sure we get every bit. And one little bit there, so we'll go with the darker one. So I've got a bit of fun image. And now I'm going to go with coloring these little bits. So I'm just dotting these with real red. Sorry, just give me a moment. There's just some noise going on. I'm just going to turn that down. Cass, can you just turn that washing machine off, please? Sorry, I'm back. I am back. All right, so we'll just go with the yellow now. And I'm going to make that a bit darker, I think. I couldn't really see with the light, so saffron. All good. Now we've got this is the die that comes in the Playful Piggy. They're called Playful Piggy dies. So that's the coordinating dies, and that's the one that's limited edition. So there's 6 different dies that are available for this time, so until the 30th of September. So I'm just adding some washi. And I've got my mini die cutting machine. Okay. And we'll go with and that makes it so much easier when you've got that. It's all done for you. And I'm a bit off there, but I'm okay with that. That's it's I probably needed to shift that up a bit there. All right. So next, what I've got is I have got I've die cut some circles. I pre-did them just so that we could get it all done. This is from this paper. I've die cut a stylish shapes circle from the Celebrate Everything paper. It's the host paper from the catalog. I'll show it to you. It's towards the back of the catalog. Now this is the paper, and you get lots. There's heaps in it. I think in the catalog it tells the wrong amount. I think there's 48 sheets or something. There's heaps of paper, and it's all 12 by 12. So that's the paper I'm currently using. And I've colored that in. So you get it. I think I'm using the fireworks today, but that would suit like your New Year's as well. So a variety of paper. You get some gingham in here, some stars, excuse me, checks. Let's switch that around. Sorry, I've just gone that there. So that's one lot. See, there's heaps of it. If you're into Halloween, but you can use the other side. It's got stripes. This is similar to the Tea Boutique paper you get. Paper, and that there's lots of it here. This is quite cute. It's got mint macaron and shaded spruce, some chevron pattern there, and more fireworks, the colored ones. There some autumn images. Then what else have we got? Some fun stripes, which I'm going to be using today, and some shaded spruce there. That's just to give you an idea of what's in that set. All right, so we've done our coloring. Now, what I do have is, we're going to layer that together. So this is just Pacific Point and one of those sheets. And I'm just going to glue that together. And get that ready. And then I'm just going to mount that on with some dimensionals. And then we have got our focal image ready. I didn't color that bottom section, but you can. I think it's got a bit of color going on, so I left it blank. The next piece I've got is a matte layer. And we're going to just add some edging to it using the very best trio punch. Now I don't know whether have you seen this punch in the catalog. It's a good little punch. It gives you it's a corner edging, and this is like for tags. So it's a good little punch for that. So we're going to be using that, and I'll show you how to use that. So you just put the corner in there so it's at a right angle, and the easiest way to do it is just press on top, and it's going to give you that. So then I'm just going to shift that and go around, and next I've got some Pacific Point ink. This is a nice bright color. It doesn't have to be, but I'm making it that. It's just, I think it gives some brightness and cheerfulness. I'm going to get a blending brush, and we're going to blend some color around this piece. I'm going to concentrate around those edges. So if you want the sketch for this, make sure you check out my blog post, which I'll have up by around 9 o'clock. Check out that blog post. It'll be up, and you can use those sketches with other stamps. That's the good thing. Actually, I want to challenge myself to do that. Use these same sketches with other products and see what I can come up with. You don't need to reinvent all the time. You can just reuse. So I'm just giving that, like blending that really well. Just turn it around so you can work close to you and get some good blending with a light touch, and make it darker as you need. I'm going quite dark. Sorry, maybe I should have, I'll pull that back a bit so you get a better view. These are little details that just add just that little bit to your card. And add more interest. World Card Making Day is this Saturday, 1st of October. Can you believe it's October? And already. And we've got World Card Making Day event organized by Stamping Up, which is a free event, so you can join in between 2 and 5. You do not have to um, purchase anything. You can use the supplies you've got, or you can after purchase whatever they're using. However, if you do order the bundles that they're using prior to the 1st of October, any of the bundles, you will get a free pack of iridescent rhinestones, I think, some embellishments. But you don't have to even craft along. You can just come and watch the event. So if you don't feel you need to craft, that's fine. You want to see what's going on, just come and have a watch. See what's being demonstrated, what's being shared, and get some ideas. Have a coffee or whatever you want, cake, and just have a relaxing afternoon. Now, if you want to join with me and just register, I'm just added an event purely for giving you the Zoom link, and we can craft together or chat while the event's going on. That's all that is for. I'm not charging for that. It's just a day of crafting. There is another event going on, which is a 24-hour crafting event, and that is all again online. Its demonstrators around the world will be showcasing different projects. Now, you can watch that on replay. Obviously, no one's going to sit and watch 24 hours of crafting. You may, but um, if you don't want to, and we have other things to do, most of us do, you can, it's going to go over 24 hours because we have so many people presenting. Um, I will, that event is up. You need to join that group, which is multicultural stamping group, to be able to view the presentation. So make sure you go on that, have a check out. We have some fabulous demonstrators sharing projects, so you're going to want in on that. We always have a great time there. It's different people around the world. So that specific point, I'll blend it on that piece. And I'm going to add that to a Pacific Point card base. Now you might think, why did I bother? You can see the difference it makes there. Just a bit of a variation in color, and just add some depth to that. Isn't that corner really pretty? Just a sweet little corner. So now I've got another piece of this. I'm calling it Celebrate Everything. For some reason, I'm thinking that's wrong. I think it's Celebrate Everything. Anyway, it's that same DSP. It's just another sheet and a small piece of that. Now I'm using the Label Me Lovely punch. And this is another way you can use a punch. So that's the regular label you can get out of that. But I'm just going to use it to edge my corners here, or the ends of it, I should say. So I'm going to do that, center it. So that's all I've done. There's an insert there, just and punch it out. So you get a nice little corner. And I just want that to sit across there. Just adds a little bit of a sweet detail for our card. And that's the Label Me Lovely punch. When you want a bone folder, you cannot find one. I've got 3 somewhere here. Oh yeah, here we are. Makes it easier. All right, now I am going to glue that just like that across. See how that now picks up that Pacific Point. I picked up my colors from this paper, so that's how I've just gone with like the real red. That might even be Poppy Parade, but the real red worked. Then I have got some ribbon. This is the real red and garden green combo from the mini catalog. It's in the sweet with the candy canes and all that. So let's do, just put a bit of tear and tape there. Pick the end off. That's done. Next we have our little image, which we're going to lay on that like that. And then it picks up all those nice colors. And as I said, this particular card, because the piggy is carrying the banner, doesn't even need the sentiment. And sometimes I think in card making, the sentiment can be, for me, that's a bit painful because you can make all the other nice stuff and then you just got to put a sentiment. So that's the important part. We put that there. And I've got some embellishments to finish off, but I want to put something in here. So let's do some DSP. You've got so much DSP, we might as well use it. I tell you, that pack has a ton of it, so you can make boxes, like gift boxes and stuff. It'll be ideal for that. Because it's 12 by 12. And then we'll do the envelope as well. And I'm just going to use match it up. Just add a little more in there. And we'll, oh, I've used the wrong envelope because I had stamped something on that before. That's okay. Just butt that up right against the corner. This works with your 12 by 12. With the 6 by 6 paper, it is a little bit short, but you can always cut your envelope. It's just a teeny weeny bit off, and I sometimes do cut the envelope short, but it works perfectly with the 12 by 12. All right. How fun is that? Now, to finish off, I've got some of these sequins. You get this again from that same suite which the ribbons come in. It's with that candy cane suite. I'm not getting the right name, but it's in the mini catalog. You get this, so some clear ones. And I'm trying to get the green, which is stuck there. So it's a nice green. And this is probably like a sweet sorbet, red kind of thing. You could use, but I would say it's more red because it goes with that sweet. The gold's a nice matte finish gold too. I think it's not an in-your-face gold. And there's our card with the birthday piggy. Hope you've learned some handy tricks there and tips with your punches, hopefully that you can use. I hope that helps you. Maybe with using other punches you may have in your stash. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you would like me to order for you, I'm happy to do that. Please contact me, or you can order online. I've got the link up there for you. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, the piggy dies are only available until the 30th of September, so make sure if you want them that you get them. It's same with the apple blossom ones, which I've shown you, and there's some Christmas tree, the Yeti, and there's some other flower ones. I'm trying to think. I can picture them, but I don't know. But there's 6 dies that are only available until the 30th. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I appreciate your time. You're taking the time to be with me, and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye bye.